What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. That's right, back in action. Sorry, guys. Had some health issues, been away for a little while, but we back now. Basketball, back in action. Check it out. Kyle Kuzma and the Lakers trade push for the love of sports. Let's talk about it. All right, so here's my thing with the whole Kyle Kuzma situation and everything that's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James strikes again. Uh, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, a lot of these guys did not get a chance to develop and operate playing around LeBron James. LeBron James, and he's shown this consistently. This is no hate because I don't hate LeBron James. I actually like LeBron James. I think that the media overrates him. And as far as him and the comparisons to Jordan and Kobe and all of that nonsense is outlandish and overrated. But I actually like LeBron James. And I have him in my top 10. He's at 10, but in my top 10 of all time. So I'm no LeBron James hater, but the media goes overboard with LeBron James. And then they give him too many passes and too many excuses. And this is yet another example. Listen, guys, the Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, the Cavaliers again, let's pay attention to every team that LeBron James has been on. Now, when he came in the league, he took the time to try to win without having all of the pieces around him. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, they drugged LeBron James. They drug him through the dirt. And if I never blame LeBron James for leaving the Cavaliers because I always said to myself that had he not made that move, number one, the Cavaliers would never have a championship because it's because LeBron James made that move and then came back to the Cavs that they understood they had to get their act together and put more people around him. And they gave him more control of that. Which is the main reason that they won the title. So it was a good move for him leaving away from Cleveland because I always said if he didn't leave away from the Cleveland Cavaliers, it would have been another Allen Iverson scenario. The way Philly drug Allen Iverson through the dirt. They never gave him the correct help. As soon as they put a Dikembe, an older, on his way out the door, Dikembe Mutombo on the 76ers for Allen Iverson. He took that team to the fucking championship. Pardon my French, but he took them to the championship, bro. And that was just with an old Dikembe Mutombo. Imagine if they'd have put the correct guys around Allen Iverson earlier in his career. The organization didn't do right. And LeBron James's defense, when he joined the Cleveland Cavaliers coming out of high school, that's the same direction they were taking him. I mean, the best he ever had was the Judas Agauskas, Andy Varejao, and Mo Williams. And Mo Williams was completely inconsistent. Andy Varejao had offensive issues. He was great on defense, and Judas was the best that he had. And that's all they ever did for LeBron James. Ricky Davis was another one which was completely inconsistent. They never gave him the correct help. And they would have drug him through the mud the same way Philly did Allen Iverson. So I never really disagree with LeBron James and his move from Cleveland. But as that happened, LeBron James has consistently had this deal with him where he ruins teams, bro. He ruins teams and he ruins the other young players around him because of his experience with the Cleveland Cavaliers early in his career. LeBron James sort of got into the mode where he wanted the team to be ready-made. And it started with Miami when he left the Cavaliers to go to Miami with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. He wanted teams that were ready-made. And then he went over there to Miami and they lost their first title run, but they won two. And so LeBron James got into his mind that, yeah, it's better for me to have teams that's ready-made instead of trying to mold young guys and bring them up and that type of stuff, like what Jordan did, what Larry Bird did, what Magic Johnson did, Isaiah Thomas. LeBron was never interested in doing that. And that trend continues. It continued in Miami and it's continuing with the LA Lakers. You get rid of Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, and Brandon Ingram, and all of them are doing pretty good. But they didn't have the opportunity to develop under LeBron. Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball were point guards. LeBron keeps that ball in his hand. Brandon Ingram needs to get into rhythm to shoot. LeBron keeps that ball in his hand. So he studied their growth in this sport. It's the same exact thing happening with Kyle Kuzma. And I don't believe that the Lakers at LeBron's age should continue to put their team's detriment in LeBron's hand and what LeBron wants, because he can win you 1 to 2 championships tops, and that's if he gets this one. They have to start thinking further down the line and stop allowing LeBron James to control so much and move things in the way that he wants them to be moved. Kyle Kuzma being on the trade push is all LeBron James. It's definitely all LeBron James, because Kyle Kuzma definitely have some more development that needs to take place. But it's being studied by LeBron James and the system that they're putting Kyle Kuzma in. Kyle Kuzma's no spot-up shooter, bro. He needs to get into rhythm, just like a lot of other great players. And you cannot find that rhythm with LeBron James trying to find Anthony Davis all the time, or him taking the ball himself. He's a poison. He's toxic to teams, just like Kevin Durant said. And the Kyle Kuzma trade is absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion. This kid is full of potential. He could be a potential superstar, but his skills has to be honed. His skills has to be developed. And it's being studied by having LeBron James on that team. That's the problem. But to push him out, no. Because you could potentially have a Kyle Kuzma, Anthony Davis duo in the future that would be lights out. But we'll never find out with LeBron James in town. We'll never find out or never get to crack this kid's potential with LeBron James in town. And no, I don't hate LeBron James. LeBron James is great. You have to consider him great. You know, people can say he's a stat packer, but you still have to be able to get those stats. You have to be able to do that. LeBron James has done that. So I'm not knocking LeBron James. I'm just saying that LeBron James is poison and toxic to young players' growth. And he's proven that. So I think that the Lakers will be making a huge mistake to go on this Kyle Kuzma push. Maybe they should talk to LeBron and say, get him the ball more. Let him control the ball. Let this kid develop, and we could be a championship team. Now, guys, seeing that there's only 20-something games left in the season, that's probably a lost cause for this season. But also what's a lost cause is the trade deadline that's happened. So it will be pretty much out of character and a bad business move for them to trade Kuzma right now. But Kuzma still has a great deal of stock in him. So for next season, you know, draft picks, and they can get a lot for Kyle Kuzma. But putting that idea that he's on the trading block in his head is part of what caused the Lakers their problems last season. Because they put everybody up on the trading block. That's not good for your locker room. That's not good for making a title run, having guys feeling uncertain about their future with the team. Big mistake, in my opinion, having Kyle Kuzma under a trade push and then having it all, you know, notarized by the media. Big mistake. So you guys make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button for me. And y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.